Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today in this video I will be counting down my top 8 launch coasters that I have ridden. Now the reason why this is not a top 5 is I want to include all the launch coasters I've ridden. So let's out of the way, let's get straight into this. Coming in at number 8 is not really the biggest surprise. It is Mick Doohans' Motocoaster at Dreamworld. Now yes, this thing is completely boring. The launch itself is just okay. The whole entire rest of the layout is just boring. The restraints are uncomfortable. Yeah, I know it's just a prototype, but still, it's still a really boring ride. Coming in at number 7, we have Surfrider at Wet n Wild Gold Coast. And yeah, this thing is short. It does have some really good sideways weightlessness, which I do like. It is pretty good though. It's a pretty good ride. It's okay. It was what I was expecting, and I kind of had low expectations for it, but yeah, still is a great launch coaster. Coming in at number 6, we have Battlestar Galactica, the human side, which is the sit-down side or the red side. And yeah, I'm not going to talk too much in depth with this coaster because I will have a review on this soon, on both these coasters soon. We'll get to the other one in a minute. But yeah, it still was pretty fun. The human side, this side was more on the tame side. And yeah, it's still fun. There was some pretty fun elements in it. I did like the drop. And the unique launch as well. Coming in at number 5 is actually Revenge of the Mummy. Now this might seem a little bit low, but do remember that my top 5 overall coasters, 4 out of 5 of them are all launch coasters. So this might seem a little bit low, but when you think about that, it really isn't. But yeah, Mummy overall is a really good ride. The theming is top notch, definitely the best themed coaster I'll ever ride in a while. The overall coaster was a little bit short, but yeah, it really was a fantastic ride, has some good airtime, and has some really surprising elements as well. Yeah, number 4 is also one of my personal favorites. It is Jet Rescue at SeaWorld. This thing is so underrated, it's not even funny. This is by far the best family coaster I have ridden. It's so intense, it has some good laterals in the second half. The second half is really kind of the whole entire ride. The first half is just okay, but yeah, it's a really amazing coaster, and I love the restraints, I love the sense of freedom, and still is one of the main reasons why I still go to SeaWorld. Just making the top 3 is Tower of Terror 2 at Dreamworld. This is one of the most well-known coasters on this list, and yeah, it is really good. It just beats Jet Rescue for me, not by much. But yeah, this coaster is really simple. Like, you just go up and down a tower, and that's pretty much it. It's really simple, but really fun. The launch itself is not that intense, but going backwards, you know, in a tunnel is really awesome, especially when it's really loud. Like, yeah, it's just a weird feeling. And the tower part is actually not my favorite part of the ride. It's actually exiting and entering the tunnel. I feel like that's just because of a sense of speed, but I don't know. But yeah, overall this ride is really fun. And coming in at number 2 is actually a coaster that kind of surprised me a little bit. It is Battlestar Galactica, but the Cylon side, so it's the voted side or the grey side. And yeah, this really did surprise me. It actually has some pretty intense elements. On paper or on video, it didn't look that intense at all. It looked kind of sluggish. But in real life, it really is a fast coaster. The Cobra Roll, entering the Cobra Roll is really intense. Yeah, it has some dull moments here and there, but the elements and inversions were really fun and caught me off guard. And coming in at number 1, it really isn't really that much of a surprise, but it is Superman Escape at Movie World. This thing is a fantastic coaster. There's only a couple little things I've really said that's bad about this coaster, and that is the restraints and I guess the length. It is pretty short, but most of the intimate accelerators are. But the restraints, they're still usually hard, plus the over-the-shoulder restraints, which I don't really like too much. But other than that, this ride is awesome, has some good airtime, and it's very intense. The launch itself is great, it has great theming. Yet again, it's a little bit short, but hey, it's a really good ride for what it is. Anyways, that wraps it up for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully I will be going to some parks in the future and riding some better launch coasters. I really can't wait for that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.